Okay, sure. Thank you very much. This is the for the Monday for the 4th of August, right? To 4th or what? The 4th of August.
Yeah, for
Yes, of August 2000, 2025, and in the Nyamleng Warung Nyamleng, yeah, it's Panturan in between the Palagan and campus of UII and Jalan Kaliurang. Okay, and now I would like to discuss with Mr. Fazli Elahi here is an international student for in the civil engineering in the focus of management and management art and earthquake engineering subject. And I would like to discuss with him about the motivation or the background of their choice of the thesis because we would like to start thesis today. And then secondly is about the objective of them. Okay, that's Mr. Fazli. So, what is your motivation or your background of your thesis?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much, Prof, for discussing this amazing topic. My topic is the enhancing pre-disaster earthquake risk assessment through AI drawing, ACeBS like Asesmen Cepat Bangunan, sederhana. So, if I talk about little bit the background of this study, so as the Indonesia is very prone region to earthquake and very vulnerable, so like it's situated on the Pacific Ring of Fire. So the seismic activity with the recurrent earthquake causing extensive damage to the residential building, like mostly the building which are one floor, and the
Masonry like
yeah the machinery buildings mostly it's affected by the earthquake previously. If I mention the earthquake in 2006, so it caused most damage in that cause. So like the increasing frequency of seismic event in Indonesia, it is essential to develop a system that identify the vulnerability building before disaster strikes. So for that kind of the buildings, we have seen already the assets developed, but it's the post disaster. Like when the disaster happened, so they calculate the data, etc. And but it was the for the post disaster in the data, etc. and server. It was like manually. It was always done manually. Now, according to my topic, I will do it for the pre-disaster, and I will use AI drawing techniques for the assessment Baguna Chapat Sadarna. So this is the background of my study, which very vulnerable to the like the small houses. If we consider it like the only one floor building. So if I talk about the problem statement, so the Indonesia is high earthquake vulnerable and has developed the acid method to expose earthquake damage. This approach is still reactive and unable to identify vulnerability buildings before disaster occur. The limitation of manual methods in predicting structural vulnerability, primarily due to their reliance on non-automated data input, hamper the effectiveness of risk mitigation. So, therefore, a predictive system capable of automatically detecting building vulnerability is needed. Also, the integration of AI technology, particularly in image analysis and predictive modeling, like if we take the image of any building in its the damage is being caused, so we will analysis according to it. But now we will integrate the pre-earthquake disaster. However, to date, up to date, no AI-based system optimized for detecting at risk building before an earthquake occurs in Indonesia context has been available. Also, this represents a critical gap, but like the data available for the post-disaster, but for the pre-disaster, no one have taken any kind of data in the data is available, but no one have analysis it accordingly to the AI drawing techniques. So if I talk about the objective of my research, so it's the I have mentioned five objective which is very necessary for this uh, dissertation, this thesis. So the first objective is like develop an AI enhanced essay framework which is capable for assessing building vulnerability proactively before a seismic event. Like we will develop AI in his framework, which will develop like assist in the uh, pre-disaster. Number two is the integrate AI technology, including computer vision, and machine learning to automatically detect and classify structural vulnerability from image and sensor data. So, like we will integrate the AI technology. So, according to the data and image, so it will analyze the data. Also, test and validate the AI drone ACeB system using real-world data from earthquake-prone region to Indonesia. Is it's mentioned in a risk application. Like if we see on the map, so it already shows the area which is most vulnerable. Like in the color palm, the red is most, and the yellow is less, and the green is more or less vulnerable to the earthquake and any kind of disaster. So we will test and validate that kind of data. Also, the number four objective, create a dynamic risk mapping system that provides real-time data on vulnerable building and assist in prioritizing reinforcement efforts. So we will also create a dynamic risk mapping according to which what kind of homes are in more risk for the disaster if it happened in the future. So we will make a dynamic mapping. Last but not least, the main objective, we will say like the evaluate the cost effectiveness. For everything we always see the money, so the cost is the most important problem in any kind of construction. Is if I talk like mostly people save cost, so they don't make their house more strong, so due to which mostly the disaster effect cost and take more life for the household, and it affect more in the kind of taking life of people. So we will evaluate the cost effectiveness of using AI in enhanced aspects of earthquake risk assessment compared to traditional manual inspection method. So before the inspection is being done manually, people go and did survey one place, another place, and take data manually. But now we will make it through AI enhanced model to make it more accurate and more accessible to the people. So this is my background and objective of my study, which I will work for this thesis, inshallah. Thank you so much.
Okay, good, very good. That is actually his study is a real solution. We go to the real solution of the problem in Indonesia because it's a earthquake-prone country. It's about two-thirds of the area of Indonesia like that, and the people also mostly are live in the earthquake-prone country. So it's about two and two-thirds. So, but now it's about 180 to 2000 to 200 million people live there. So it's very danger in the danger area of the earthquake. So if we are not making the good infrastructure as well as the mostly the housing, is this the problem? Because this is problem in Indonesia mostly by using housing because of their vulnerability of making improper housing by using masonry, yeah, and then one story only, yeah. This is the problem. And for the more than one story, two or more, they have also in ACeB, yeah, Asesmen Cepat Bangunan, or rapid visual assessment by using computer, by using application, and then also in the integrated in the application of Inaris. Inaris means Indonesian risk. So there is also the mapping of Indonesian risk of any kind of disaster, not only but mostly are still natural disaster. But back to focus on the earthquake disasters now. That is the if his study is about to touch the solution part of the effective solution to mitigate the earthquake disaster in Indonesia. So I hope that is one step ahead is very good, yeah, and then we can go develop by develop, and the people now more aware about the earthquake danger or hazard in Indonesia. And then we would like to have to reduce as much as possible the disaster effects of the most mainly the reduce the victim uh, loss of life of the people. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm Professor Sarwidi and Mr. Fazli Elahi.